all night. Say it. I want all night. I want all night. Say it. I want all night.
Hello, stranger. It's been a minute since we last kicked it. And by the way, just got in town, and I won't let cumulus clouds all in the sky ruin my vibe. Usually I don't do this often, but since recruiting isn't an option due to unusual rain and thunder, baby I wonder, would you just put your sweats on for me? Yeah. I got the plug, I made the call for me. I'm talking late night for you. Let me lay a great time on you. Don't hesitate, no, don't you? Just say you will. Come through and chill. Just say you will. Come through and chill. I wanna all night. Say it. I wanna all night.
Right, good morning vlog. It is Monday, February 24th, and I'm just gonna take you through a day in my life. Typically on Mondays, I check in with my coach, which I already did this morning, and then I just made the bed, and we were out of cold brew this morning, so I was like, let me go run and get some Dunkin' for John and I, because it's worth the drive. Today I did a cold brew with butter pecan, blueberry, 1 stevia, 1 cream, and it's really good. It's a little sweet, but I'm not mad about it. My face is so pale. Today I just am gonna be doing some work, going to train legs, a little bit of cardio. It is actually a beautiful day out today. It is gonna be a high of 74 and sunny, so I definitely need to get outside, get some freaking sunlight exposure, and just start the week off on a really good note. But typically I feel like I do vlogs that are like a couple days in my life, but I kind of want to just do like wake up till I go to bed. Monday day in my life, set the tone for a good week. So you guys are coming along for the ride. So I'm just gonna head home and then eat my first meal of the day, and then we'll get a roll on today. Sounds like a plan.
I wanna all night. Say it. I wanna all night. I wanna all night. Say it. I wanna all night. Pick up the phone, show me it was real. Pick up the phone, show me it was real. Pick up the phone, show me it was real. Pick up the phone. Yeah.
And stop just around like your slow pull to make sure our arm cells are getting worked and resist that weight down. So I think that's gonna feel a lot better. Currently noon. I'm gonna go to the gym and hit legs and just do like a little bit of cardio. I would rather like do like a long walk outside today since it's nice and my cardio is not that high, so I don't need to be there that long. But I am gonna eat a sumo citrus before I go. These are my fixation. They're so good. If you haven't had one, you really need to. They're in season right now. They're so delicious. Was reflecting on my check-in photos this morning and wanted to crash out, but I'm not going to. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just feeling like really watery, and part of it is my own doing and bare minimum effort when it comes to water intake. Some of my nutrition wasn't the best, and yeah. Also my steps were definitely low this past week, and I feel like I was just kind of being a dick. So I'm like supposed to be growing right now, but my food is not that high to the point where I feel like I should be at this weight. But who knows? Maybe I'm just a ball of muscle. This leg day kicked my ass last week. I was sore for like 4 days after. I've been really intentional about like upping my weight. and it's working, but I'm like dreading it right now, but it's gonna be fine. I typically have this with breakfast or right before I go out to train because it's like a quick 20 carbs, so. We're gonna go with these shorts today, and then what else? Just a simple black bra, and then I'll probably just do a cropped t-shirt. I only did my skincare this morning, so I'm just adding like a little bit of makeup. I just feel like my skin is like really pale, so I need some color. But these, this is the Rhode Pocket Blush in Toasted Teddy. I do really enjoy it. I feel like it adds a good amount of warmth to my face. I also got the Rhode Peptide Lip Shape, and this is in the color Lift, and honestly, these are pretty mid. I wouldn't buy this again. I also feel like the shade I got is like way too similar to my lip shade, so it doesn't make the biggest difference, but I'm gonna use it and convince myself that it does. This is my current fixation when it comes to my little pre-workout drink. I do a scoop of buff carbs, a scoop of cherry limeade creatine, and a scoop of sour lemon buff pump. Such a good combo. I typically drink like half of it before I get to the gym, and then I sip on the rest of it until like halfway through my workout, just because the carbs kind of help carry me, I feel like, through my leg day. Like placebo effect, but I really feel like it helps me have enough energy throughout the whole entire lift. Because a lot of my programming is so my heavy compounds are towards the end of the lift. So I'm doing a lot of accessory work first. If I'm hitting my glutes at the end of my workout, like I'm exhausting like my quads and like hamstrings beforehand, and then we'll go into like glute work. So
creatine, does it give you that manly bloat?
Yeah, I turn into a man when I take the creatine that's made for men. Why, like, all of a sudden on TikTok, like, everybody's making creatine gummies? It's like, you guys, you can drink a powder form of creatine. I looked at the macros on them, and like a serving for the creatine gummies. There's like another brand making them. It's like Beast.
Was it like 1 gram per
Beastly Bites.
gummy?
It said 5 gummies was a serving, and it was like 50 calories, like 15 carb.
5 gummies?
Yeah, you have to take 5 gummies for 5 grams of creatine. So this is your sign to just fucking drink creatine. It's 40 ounces of water that I'll try to drink throughout my entire lift. Today, I'm gonna try to get 4 of these in. I'm gonna try to get 4. That'll be 160 ounces of water. Or like 3.5 at least.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I've been like doing like 2.5 maybe most days, plus like this water if I'm training. But I don't know, something needs to happen. I need to like flush out water. So that's the goal for this whole week. I'm gonna drink around like 4 to 5 liters, yeah. Something like that. Gonna drink this and head to the gym. I just made it to the gym. I did end up changing my top. I just was not in the mood to have like my midsection out. You know, it's just one of those days. But gonna drink this, jam out for a couple minutes, and then head in. But wanted to give like, I don't know, just have a little chat, have a little chit chat. Just like where my head's been at lately. Obviously you guys know, I'm not competing for a while, probably not till next spring, if I had to guess. So spring of 2026. And I've been loving, like I love working with my coach. I love the process of, you know, putting on muscle tissue. Like, I'm loving building for wellness, and I love everything about that. But there's 100% times where I'm kind of like doubting like my journey, and like, am I ever gonna get to where I want to be? Which is very normal. Like, everyone thinks this. I think you're like insane if you don't like have doubts about your journey. I think just lately it's been like extra hard, because of course when you're in like a growing phase, you know, you start to get uncomfortable in your body a lot of the times. I'm pretty thankful that my coach does keep me more lean. I do have some lines on my body to some extent, but for me personally, like, it's still uncomfortable, and I think everybody's going to be different, you know, how much discomfort they can take. But a lot of the times lately, I'm just kind of there's times where I'm questioning, like, is this what I'm supposed to be doing? Like, is this going to be, like, am I going to get to where I want to be in the next year? And it's just been scary. There's been a lot of like self-doubt. I'm super like proud of all the growth that I have made so far, but there's times where I'm like, what am I doing? You know, I don't know. There's times where I wish like I could just maintain a physique that I'm really comfortable at year round, and, you know, feel really comfortable and confident, like recording myself, posting in the gym, and all those things. But like, I know I'm doing the work right now to get me to a point where I can be competitive, and I have enough tissue to be competitive in wellness at the regional and hopefully national level. So yeah, that's just kind of my thoughts lately. There's been a lot of body dysmorphia. In the day, like, I know like I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, but just kind of like I mentioned earlier, I feel like there's a lot of like variables that maybe I like skimp out on sometimes, or maybe I'm just like being a bit lazy, and I really am going to try to like adopt a different mindset this week, so that I am closing in on all the little variables that really do add up, like your steps, your intensity with cardio, your micronutrients. A lot of the times, like, I'm a little too full to like want veggies, but I know like I will feel better. I will probably look better if I get like my micros in. So this is just kind of me rambling, but like, if you are in a similar position and maybe you're feeling like, like, do I want to commit to this? Like, if this is something you love and you love doing, commit to it, see it through, work towards the bigger picture day by day, because it's going to get better. But just kind of had to get that off my chest. Like, it's not all sunshine and rainbows over here. And don't get me wrong, I know there's people out there that are like, I would kill to look like you, and there's people I would kill to look like as well. But at the end of the day, we all have to take into account, like, everybody's body is different. Everybody's mindset around their body and what they're kind of used to is so different. So just take that with a grain of salt, but kind of just wanted to express, like, that feeling is so common and you're not alone in it at all. I'm just gonna fucking grow these legs like my life depends on it, and hope for the best. At the gym that we first started coming to when we moved to Austin. So it's kind of like a full circle moment. We've been going to this gym more often because it's like the same distance from our house as the other gym that we go to. And I like this gym a little bit more because it's a bit more, there's a bit more room to like record, a little less busy sometimes. Yeah, it actually looks pretty, there's not a ton of cars here, so that's hype. But it's really like full circle moment. Like, we moved to Austin kind of in the similar area, and now we're like leaving Austin in a similar area. I can't believe we've been here for over, like, it's been like 2.5 years. I cannot believe that. And like, just like how much I've grown, like, on socials too. I know a lot of you have been following me from the jump, and it's just crazy. Like, I look back at old YouTube videos and like, I just am a baby. Like, I'm actually a baby. Like, my frontal lobe is really developed, guys. So thank you for sticking it out with me and, you know, seeing all the different phases of me, because it's crazy how much growth can occur when you just like go somewhere else. You get in a different environment and you just fucking like send it. So I'm very, very excited for the next chapter ahead. And I think it's going to be a good one. But Cheers. Just a little pre-workout chit chat. Okay, leg day is wrapped up. It actually ended up being a really, really good leg day. I won't lie, at the beginning, I was like dragging ass and I was like, this is gonna take forever. It was one of those leg days where I'm like, oh my God, I still have 3 more movements, you know? But it ended up being good. I had a really good pump and mind to muscle connection. So not mad about it. But I have been having like a little bit of like a lower back issue. I think it's mostly just mobility, tightness related. So I am gonna get some body work done this week and just really hone in on my mobility. But it didn't interfere with this leg day that much, so that's a slay. But now I am at Sprouts. I'm gonna run in and grab a few things. I really wanna get like Japanese sweet potatoes because I love Japanese sweet potatoes and I'm hoping they have them here. So we'll see. Hey. And I saw this girl on TikTok putting her ground beef on top of her Japanese sweet potato and it looked so yummy. So I'm gonna look out for that and probably pick up just a few more goodies, but I will show you guys the haul after I get out. Did eat this chopstick on the way home. It's the venison one and it's actually really, really good. Got us some chopsticks. Just a few. I got some of this everything sourdough bread because I might have this in the morning instead of a bagel. Just to see if it helps with my appetite. Switch it up. And the ingredients in this are a lot better than the Thomas brand bagels. So I feel like maybe I should implement this. Some kimchi. This is the everyday kimchi brand. Or mother-in-law's kimchi brand. I just got the original. I didn't do spicy, although I do love spicy everything. I figured, let's relax. This to probably my chicken and rice meal. Great for your gut. Sticks. We really just eat these like in a pinch. Nice to have around the house. The sea salt beef stick, another venison one, and the original beef stick. Slay. Some pico. Love to add pico to meals. I got this, the Busy cold brew, and this shit has a lot of caffeine in it, so we might be buzzing off of this, John. 277 milligrams per 12 fluid ounces. So.
Holy shit.
Yeah. They didn't have this, the one that we usually get.
Insane.
I just got a white onion because I'm going to add that to the little burrito bowl situation I was talking about. Japanese sweet potatoes. I'm so excited that they had these. And yeah, that's the haul. But I'm going to put together my next meal. It's just going to be some chicken and rice and a little bit of vegetables.
All night. I wanna all night. Say it. I wanna all night.
Hello, stranger. It's been a minute since we last kicked it.
Just want to talk through a couple
By the
things.
way, just got in town, and I won't let cumulus clouds all in the sky ruin my vibe. Usually I don't do this often, but since recruiting isn't an option due to unusual rain and thunder, baby, I wonder.
Then I'll do
Baby, I wonder, would you just put your sweats on for me?
a couple hours later, but I'm just making dinner right now. I'm baking those Japanese sweet potatoes I got earlier, and then I'm gonna make my last meal of the day. Actually, it's not my last meal, but last like main meal of the day. I'm drinking my greens and reds because I didn't drink them this morning and I need to be better about drinking them. This also has glutamine in it, which is really good for like recovery, gut health, immune health. So I need that. But was way better about getting steps in today and just drinking my water in general. I'm like way ahead than I am on a usual day. And a few walks alone. Like I'll just do like a lap or two like around our neighborhood. It's really good like after a meal too to like help out digestion. And I dragged John along on 2 of them. But one thing I will say, I don't know if I've talked about the Ultrahuman Ring yet, but I'm gonna do like a little breakdown of it when I'm doing like my nighttime skincare tonight of like the Ultrahuman Ring versus the OURA Ring. but I will say the step count on the Ultrahuman Ring runs a lot lower. I don't know if it's more accurate. I don't know if my OURA Ring was way over usually, but I do think it just falls behind a lot because even like my health app on my phone will say I have more steps, and that's like, usually your health app like will say you have less steps than what you really have because, you know, you're not bringing your phone every time you're walking somewhere. So that's like my only complaint about it, but I'll do like a more in detail breakdown later. On these damn sweet potatoes, and then I need to put some laundry away, make our bed, because I always clean the sheets on Monday, and then just get in the shower and wind down for the evening. Okay, so the recipe I saw on TikTok was the open-faced Japanese sweet potato, and then she put like probably grass-fed butter, some salt in it, and then the ground beef, and she added avocado, onions, and cheese. I can't do all those fats, but I did saute some onions, and then I just opened up this avocado that's been in our fridge for like a month, I swear. And how does it look this good? But I'll probably do a little bit of avocado, and then I'll do some coconut oil in the mashed potato situation.
Hello, stranger. It's been a minute since we last kicked it. And by the way, just got in town, and I won't let cumulus clouds all in the sky ruin my life. Usually I don't.
It's been constructed, and I just dropped one of my vitamins in the fucking avocado, so I need to take this. That's disgusting. Here's the final product. It looks so good. A very light drizzle of honey, and then some iodized salt. I didn't do it exactly how she made it because I wanted the bowl to be like full, but it still looks good. So let's try it. That's fire. Really good. A bit of Cholula, because I love like spicy, sweet combination. But oh my gosh, the Japanese sweet potato is so good. We'll be enjoying this. Now this will be my dinner that I look forward to every day. That's so exciting. It's time to do a full breakdown of the Ultrahuman Ring. I've been using it for about 3 weeks now, so I feel like I have a pretty good baseline with it. You know, it has a solid understanding of like my wake up schedule, menstrual cycle already, about how I've been liking it, the things I don't love about it, and we'll just kind of run through it. I'm also gonna like screen record my home screen so you guys can kind of see, you know, what comes with the app and all that. But to start off, the Ultrahuman Ring is overall cheaper than the OURA Ring, which is amazing. To pay for a subscription, you don't have to pay more to get like a gold ring. I know a lot of girls wear gold jewelry, so not having that upcharge is really important. I feel like not having to spend $6, I believe, on the monthly subscription for OURA, I think is a very nice bonus. Because it's like, we've already paid for the ring, why do we still have to keep paying our data back? I think that's kind of crazy. Comparing the thickness of the bands, OURA Ring I have is a size smaller than my Ultrahuman Ring because I wanted the Ultrahuman Ring to fit on my pointer finger, and my OURA Ring fits on my middle finger. So I'd say the Ultrahuman Ring feels a little bit lighter. Comparison wise, the OURA Ring is a little bit thicker, metal around it. I have one of the older designs. Their gold differences are a little different as well. This one's a little bit more yellow gold, and this one's a little bit more white gold. Looks wise, they look fairly similar. Won't lie, the first week with the Ultrahuman Ring, I was a little bit overwhelmed simply because it has like a lot more data than the OURA Ring. So I just wasn't used to all these notifications I was getting. And it definitely was eye-opening in the sense that, you know, the steps run a little bit lower on the Ultrahuman Ring. Tell you which one is more accurate. I don't wear an Apple Watch anymore. I guess I could, but based off like what my phone is saying, like the Ultrahuman Ring is always lower than what my phone is even saying. And that means like, you know, my phone isn't getting the steps that I'm not taking my phone places. So I feel like the Ultrahuman Ring is like easily like 1 to 2K steps behind. Anybody else can attest to this, let me know. But I will say at the beginning, I was a little bit overwhelmed with just how much data it was like spewing at me, as well as like notifications it was sending me. Like it was like basically telling me to get up off my ass, and I was like, you're so real for that, because I do need to get off my ass. It was like good reminders, but if you are someone that is a little bit like if you're a little bit like of a, I don't want to say hypochondriac, but if you're just someone that gets like a little bit stressed out by things like that, I'm not sure if one of these rings is like the best idea for you. But you also can like tweak your home screen a lot, so you can like get rid of categories that don't serve you. Definitely need to go in here and do that, because there's some things that I'm like, I just know I'm never gonna achieve this goal, because like 1, it's the winter in Texas, and 2, I'm moving somewhere that's gonna have even worse winters. Like a vitamin D goal, and it says I should get 300 IUs every day. I usually get like 1% of that, but I do supplement with vitamin D3, so like I know I'm okay. But this is probably like a little feature that I need to get rid of. The detail about your menstrual cycle, obviously I've only had it for like a month, so it's not fully in tune with my cycle yet, but it's pretty accurate already, since I've already had my menstrual cycle once already. So it's saying that I'm in my luteal phase right now, which definitely makes sense, and my predicted period is the 7th of March, which sounds about right. So nice to see all your different like data points and just like how you can improve your well-being a bit more. It can get overwhelming though, so I think these rings are good for like, you know, improving your health and wellness. Like I don't think it should be something that like genuinely stresses you out and like hinders you more than anything. So just remember that if you are buying, you know, like a smartwatch or anything like that. Things it has on here, it has like a caffeine window, which the OURA Ring never had that. It tells me like when's the best time to, you know, start tapering off caffeine, when's the best time to start drinking caffeine in the morning to like boost productivity, and make sure that it's not going to interfere with my sleep later, which I really like that feature. So it makes me hold off a little bit on drinking my coffee like first thing in the morning. I like to do like my breakfast, usually have my greens and reds, get a little bit of work done, then have my coffee, and then that usually lines up with like the caffeine window. It obviously has a section for like your movement, so how many calories you burned in a day, your step count, which I've already gone over. This is something I'm not super picky about when it comes to these, you know, activity watches, trackers, whatever. I know that I'm working hard in the gym, and it doesn't matter how many calories I'm burning at the end of the day. I take my ring off for a lot of the movements anyways. I know you can get little rubber bands to put around them. I don't feel like doing that. I don't know. I just take my ring off. I slip it on my straw, like if I'm doing like a dumbbell movement and I don't want to scratch it up. But so far it doesn't have that many scratches, but you know, it will get scratched up. My OURA Ring's pretty beat up, but it doesn't bother me. So, and then it also has like your stress rhythm on the homepage. So it will say if you're like stimulated, if you're relaxed, and it will give you a breakdown of your day. It seems like most of my day I was stimulated. There's a good part where I was stressed. That was probably when I was training, to be honest. It gives you your recovery scores as well at the top. I don't pay a ton of attention to, I'm not gonna lie. I really like the ring for like tracking my cycle is a big one, and my sleep. Those are my 2 things I care the most about. But when it's telling me things about like recovery, I'm not gonna let it like stress me out. I'm gonna use it as a tool and see how my body genuinely feels. And if I feel that I need to take an additional rest day, if I feel like I need to sleep in more, then I will do so. But I'm not gonna let like the ring be like, oh well, you're recovery score is shit, so you should probably like not train today. Like if I feel fine, I'm gonna do it. You know what I mean? That's a good mindset to have around these things, is like, don't let this like ruin your day or control your day to some extent. I think it's just, like I said, a helpful tool. And then obviously it will tell you like, you know, how long you slept for, your quality of sleep, deep sleep, when your heart rate dropped. All these things, you know, are definitely important to pay attention to. Some things I definitely need to improve is like my sleep, but I pretty much always score like in the 80s, 90s, because I am blessed that I don't have to wake up like super early. But yeah, those are the main points I wanted to go over with you guys. If you ever have questions about the ring, you can let me know. But for now, I will be using the Ultrahuman Ring for the foreseeable future. But I'm just happy that I was able to like partner with them, and they were very open to like me testing it out first and like comparing it to the OURA Ring, because I've had the OURA Ring for 2 years or something. So I wanted to make sure like it was well worth the money and like stacked up. So put below the discount code I have with them. I need to see what it is, and I will also put it on the screen in the link. But if you have any questions on the Ultrahuman Ring, just let me know. I'd be happy to answer, because I know a lot of people have questions on them, because it is expensive. And like, obviously if you're spending your money on something, you want it to be accurate, you want it to be helpful, a tool for your life. So I get it. But closing out this vlog, I'm just gonna get fucking ready for bed and make my nightly sweet treat. So I will show you guys that meal. I actually can't get over how good that dinner was. Like, that is gonna be my new fixation. If you guys try it, let me know and tag me, because I want to see you trying it.